What's up, guys? We're back again today with another great video, and in today's video we're actually going to be doing a review and a test of the ExoForma, and it's the plastic trim restorer. So if you guys know, obviously, like your cowls in your car and different things like that, the plastics on your car, they'll kind of fade over time, and this is something, or this is a product that can help prevent that from happening or make it look a lot better. Some people will use heat guns, stuff like that. You could damage the plastic or even melt the plastic. As you guys can see right here, you know, see the Corvette right here even has it. See, it's starting to turn like kind of like a gray, but that should be like a deep black, almost like the color of the windshield wipers. So I'm going to show you guys how we can fix that today, make your cars look a lot nicer, and it'll actually, you know, when you guys do details and things like that, it'll make the car look a heck of a lot better once you get done. So let's go ahead and we'll jump into it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the product, obviously. So this is from ExoForma. I've never really used their car care stuff at all, but I kept seeing the ads on this and I just wanted to test it out just so I could show you guys and to see if it actually works or not. So one thing that it's showing right here, obviously it's showing a Jeep. Jeeps have lots of plastic, and you can see that's the before, this is the after. It's saying that it protects against UV rays, it's a non-greasy finish, which is good, and it's a long-lasting black. It's saying that it can last up to 6 months, as you can see right there on the bottom. So I actually got this kit off of Amazon, and I'll actually put the link down below to this. So it actually comes with like a foam pad to actually apply it on there with. You can also just buy the bottles themselves alone. I'll put the links to both below. At the time, this was actually running a deal on it, so it was actually cheaper to get this than it was just the bottle. So as you guys can see right here, this is kind of what it looks like. So let's just kind of read through some of the directions here. So obviously you want your car to be clean and dry. You know, you probably want to wash your car, dry it off, and then this is when you want to use a product like this. So then you'll apply it. You can apply it with an applicator, kind of like what they're doing right here. So this is a dye, so it's not like the Mother's Back to Black. The Mother's Back to Black is actually just kind of like a restorer. It just puts moisture into the plastic to make it look good for a very short period of time. It will look good. I've used this Back to Black a lot, and yes, it looks good, but it only lasts for maybe a week or two, and then when the rain hits, it washes it back off and it goes back to looking the way it is. Where this is a dye, that's what makes it last a lot longer. Obviously, once you treat the area, you don't want to you know, you don't want to get it wet or anything like that. You want to give it plenty of time to dry. It just says that depending on the temperature and the humidity, it takes time for it to dry. And you really want to do this kind of in the shade, like how I've got the car backed up in the shade right here. You don't want it to be a hot surface. So let's go out here and we'll look at the Highlander, where I actually applied it 3 weeks ago to the car just to test it, because I wanted to test a small area first to see how good it was before we did the whole car, see if it actually worked. So let's check that out. So as you guys can see over here on this side, so the Highlander's back bumper is got a big area that's plastic right here at the bottom. And you guys can see, you know, it's kind of, you know, darker right in here. I actually put Back to Black on this probably about 4 weeks ago before I actually got this product, and it looked kind of like this. So it made some areas dark and some areas were still lighter right here, and I didn't like the way it looked. So that's why I started looking for another product, which is when I found this ExoForma product. So with that being said, this is kind of just the bumper the way it is with some Back to Black on it about 4 to 5 weeks ago. I also detailed the car before we went to Louisville for a little trip, which was 3 weeks ago, and I put some of the ExoForma over here, and as you guys can see, I pretty much taped a line off right here, and this is 3 weeks old. So you guys can see how big of a difference it makes. Yes, my wife has been driving around like this and the cars kind of look dumb, but I wanted to test this for you guys so that way you don't have to test it, and I wasn't going to do the whole car if it was just going to wash off in this one area, which obviously it hadn't, and it is making the car look kind of dumb, which actually is a good thing for us because you can see how much better this back bumper plate looks with the ExoForma product on it. So today I'm actually going to show you guys, I'm going to redo the whole piece right here and show you how to apply it. But This ExoForma does work. Like I said, it has been 3 full weeks since I've applied this. It has rained, and I actually have washed the car one other time after I applied this. So it does stay on, it does not wash off, and as you guys can see, it looks a heck of a lot better. That's a great comparison right there, as you guys can tell. So let's go ahead and I will start applying it over here just to kind of show you guys how the how to apply it. But really, this video I wanted to show you guys a true comparison of the trim, of like what Back to Black or another product will be compared to ExoForma, and I want to show you guys that it actually does work. So when I find good products, I want you guys to know about the good products as well. All right, so here is what the bottle looks like. As you guys can see, just make sure you shake it up well. And then here is the applicator that comes in the kit that I got. One thing is, if your car, obviously our car is black, so you're not going to see the dye on it if I do go over, which obviously one thing that's nice about this, it has a sharp edge. But what you can actually do is you can actually use some painter's tape if you want to kind of protect yourself from going on your car paint. So that's just an extra step if you guys would want to do that. One thing, just make sure that you get the car clean before. Obviously you don't want to put this on a dirty car. We'll just kind of get it on the pad good, and as you guys can see, really you just massage it into the plastic is all you're doing. And if anything puddles up anywhere, just make sure you get that off, because you don't want it to be puddled up. But just make sure you cover everything really good. So if you can kind of see through it, you just want to go back over those spots. So basically you're just going to go back and forth in the plastic, get it massaged in there. And you can see how just a little bitty bit can actually do a pretty big surface. So with that being said, you can kind of see right here. So we just applied right there. And you can kind of see right here, this is where it's not been applied yet, and this is 3 weeks old. So you can see it pretty much keeps its same color. It's lasted at least 3 weeks. The box says 6 months, so we'll see if it actually does last that long. I can do kind of an update for you guys. But that's pretty much all you're going to do to apply it to the car, is just put it on an applicator pad and go around it. Obviously you can do it, right here on the Highlander. You've got places right here. This is common places on cars that plastic stuff will be. Sometimes this is a little bit different plastic, but some other cars have the same plastic right here. You can see right here, see how dull it looks right here. And this is obviously a newer Highlander, so if your car is even an older car, it'll make it an even bigger difference. So there's the same plastic right there. A lot of times your cowl will get like almost like a white gray color, kind of like this. That's a big spot that sees sun a lot. And then down here around the front bumper on our car, you can do all that and make it look deep and shiny black again. So now we've got the whole back bumper done, and as you guys can see, it all looks nice, deep and black. A lot better. It looks like the car's brand new again. And I'll show you guys on the Highlander, it actually has like these plastics around the wheels. So as you guys can see, I've already done that one. You can kind of see what it looks like up close. And then here's what they look like before. As you can see, I used the mothers on this one, so it's actually, I don't know if the camera's picking it up great, but it's kind of like gray and black in some areas. It's like it made it black in some areas and then it didn't in others. So you guys can see right there. Really, the bumper you were able to tell a lot better on just because of the lighting out here. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it for today's video. Like I said, so it's the ExoForma Black Trim Restorer. They might make it for other color trims too, I'm not 100% sure, but this one is the Black Trim Restorer because all the plastics on our cars are black. Again, I bought this with my own money. They did not send this to me or anything. I've never actually tried their products, but if anything, if their other products are like this one and they work that good, then I might need to go ahead and check out some of their other ones. I know they make a really cool tire shine that's supposed to last for a long time as well. One thing I was going to tell you guys is on the side that was 3 weeks old, like the box said, it is not greasy at all, so it just feels like normal plastic, which is really nice because Some of the products like the Mother's Back to Black, if you touch it, it actually gets on your fingers and stuff, and it makes your fingers feel greasy. Obviously, the older the car gets, the worse the plastics are going to look just because of the UV light coming down on it. But this is a good way to protect it. And like I said, I know it lasts at least 3 weeks. The box says 6 months, so I'll give you guys an update 6 months from now and show you guys, you know, how good it's doing, whether it be a YouTube short or whether it be a video like this or mixed in with my other videos. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing more detail and stuff. I've got some more videos coming up on the Corvette as well. Also, I know some of you guys have been watching the shorts on the detailing setup that we have over here. So if you guys want to learn how to build something like that, it's kind of a budget-friendly setup to detail your cars. That is in my shorts. So anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all for watching the video. Again, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out, and remember, build your masterpiece.
Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change.